Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. So normally today I would be bringing you my weekly home fragrance roundup, and some of you have been asking me if that video is still happening on a weekly basis on my channel, and yes, it absolutely will come back. A lot of times when we are in a change of seasons, or if there's a lot of new things coming out and I maybe have some home fragrance to haul, I will put that on Saturday in place of the weekly home fragrance roundup, because quite honestly, a lot of my weekly home fragrance roundups contain a lot of the same things over the course of a couple of weeks. So right now I am actually sort of at the tail end of just finishing up some of my summer candles or my summer scents, and I am getting ready to make the transition to fall. So for me, and that's what today's video is. I'm going to be sharing my favorite transitional scents with you guys. Here's the thing. For me, I start with pumpkin on September 1st. Like, I don't mind starting to really switch things over to like the heavy, spicy pumpkin, harvest leaves, autumn pumpkin, pumpkin cupcake, you know, those very specific like fall type scents right off the bat. But I do realize there are some of you who need a transition period before you get to maybe either the end of September or October, when it's okay in your mind to begin burning pumpkin and spice and all of the things that are classic or typical during the fall months, the colder months. Here in Oregon, especially where I live, September is not a cool month for us. Still gets pretty toasty. In fact, I was looking at our forecast for the next week. Low 90s. Barf. Ugh, not excited. However, here in our house, it's going to be fall next week. And if you are at all interested in fall decorate with me type videos, I am going to attempt those next week. So even if you don't watch my regular like beauty related content, I will be doing some decorate with me videos coming up next week. We're going to kick it off on Monday with a fall decor haul, and then spend the rest of the week I'm going to be showing you guys different areas of the house that I'm going to be decorating for the upcoming season. So that's right. Your girl here is getting a head start. But in the meantime, for those of you that are not ready to dive into pumpkin land, I have scents for you that you are going to enjoy as a transition, because I'm sure most of you are probably over watermelon lemonade and maybe fruity, lemony type scents. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with some Scentsy suggestions for you guys, because I feel like this is a really easy category to find transitional scents in, especially with a lot of the things that they came out with for this fall. There we go. So I have a handful here for you guys. Let's do it. You've heard about these recently. So we're going to get started with Breakfast in Bed. Stab myself in the face with it. This is really nice. So this is going to give you some of those spices. I feel like this has a lot of the same spices that are in the Winterberry Apple Tea, but not quite as spicy. This actually seems to me like a cousin of Winterberry Apple Tea, but more subdued. And just a really nice generic bakery note to this. I can't tell you whether it's a cookie, a cake, or a bread, or a loaf of something. It's just very generic, and I'm not saying generic in a bad way, but it's just a good all-around bakery note. I have this one going in our family room right now, and it is delicious. But it's not super fall specific, even though you could certainly melt this in the fall and think, oh, this is so cozy and warm. It's just a way to get into that like cozy, warm vibe without the pumpkin. You gotta try this one. Next is Almond Croissant, which I have going in my fancy lady living room here. Get out of town. Oh, this is good. Again, I feel like generic bakery scents are a great way to transition into heavier scents in October. And this one, you guys, I've already put it in my club. In fact, I've already put breakfast in bed in my club, and another one I'm going to show you as well. That'll be up next. Get out of here with this. This smells like an almond croissant. It's so good. It is so good. Again, a great way to just kind of ease into it with a bakery that is not necessarily fall specific. September is a great month for apple and pear scents, but it's also, I think, a good month for generic bakery type scents. If you like Summer Boardwalk, I feel like Summer Boardwalk has always been a good transitional scent for me, but if it gives you a headache from Bath & Body Works because it's too cloying, or B, it's not available right now. At least I don't think it is. I don't think it is right now. Caramel Apple Craze from Scentsy is basically the Scentsy version of Summer Boardwalk. It has caramel apple notes. I can't think of a better way to describe it. It's a really juicy, like Macintosh type apple note. And then it has that caramel coating. It's very authentic. It's delicious. And quite frankly, she's a powerhouse. I have this in our butler's pantry over here. It like takes over the entire dining room and kitchen. Being in between those two areas, it just like wafts, and it's strong. Great for September. And then Apples and Oats is actually the other one that I already put in my club as well. It smells like apple cinnamon oatmeal, but better. Not like Quaker packets of cinnamon apple oatmeal, not that garbage. Like you went to like, I don't know, Whole Foods and went and got yourself some fresh oats from the bin. You had some nice brown sugar that you sprinkled in, and then you cut up some beautiful apples to mix it in. You put a little bit of cinnamon in there, maybe some raisins for some added sweetness. It's beautiful. Just try it. If you love bakery scents like me, you just got to get her done. So anyway, this, absolutely. So those are my Scentsy suggestions for you. Let's get into the candles. I had a hard time reining this in because I could have had a ton of suggestions for you guys. But one, I needed to keep it within what is currently available because I certainly have a lot of backup candles. Still working my way through, that I could have suggested here, but you wouldn't be able to purchase those. So I wanted to pick things that you could actually go and purchase for your transitional scents. I'm gonna start with Homeworx because quite frankly, they're my personal favorite candle company. And I love a lot of the scents, and they have great bakery options. If you love bakery scents, Harry Slatkin needs to become your candle guru. I don't know. He makes amazing gourmand blends. I'm just telling you now if you've never tried them. You can find Homeworx candles in a few different places, and I will try to link these as many places as I can down below. The first is Ulta. I've warned you guys about the shipping. I'm not going to get into it. You can find some of these. Actually, you can't find any of these at QVC, but you can find all of these at Ulta. But if you're looking for other candles, you can find them at QVC. You can also find them on Amazon. So if you're a Prime member, there you go. Okay, Vanilla Bean Macaron. Boring, right? Boring, but a great transitional scent because it's a very generic, warm, comforting, cozy cookie scent. Really, this is a year-round for me. But another reason that I mentioned this one is because it also pairs really well with any of the other things that I'm going to show you guys here. So this is delicious. It basically smells like a vanilla bean macaron. You get that almond note in here. This would be delicious with the almond croissant. Yeah, do these two together. By the way, that is actually what I have right there in that Homeworx pedestal. Is a vanilla bean macaron because I was burning it yesterday while I had the wax melts going as well, and it was delightful. I mean, it smelled like a fancy French patisserie in here. Give this a whirl if you haven't. I think it's delightful. I love it. Hot cider donut. she's coming into her season. Yeah, so I think obviously I have burned this throughout the spring and summer this year, but this really to me is a transitional and fall scent. That's what it screams in my head. Hot Cider Donut is like cinnamon sugar donuts from Bath and Body Works, but better. I feel like this has less of that greasy donut note in it. The Bath and Body Works has a lot of that greasy donut. Now their cinnamon spiced vanilla, I feel like is closer to this than the other one, but still, I think this is better done in my nose. I was gonna say my opinion, but in my nose. Harvest apple, cinnamon sugar, vanilla bean, and spiced cider. I just don't have anything sad to say about this other than it's perfect as a transitional scent. You're definitely going to get some of that fall spice from the sugar and the cinnamon together, but you're also getting that beautiful donut note. A lot of people go apple picking in September, so a lot of people get cider donuts when they go apple picking. Gosh, isn't that just the epitome of like a Instagram moment? We have never been apple picking. We do have access to some apple trees at Craig's parents' farm. We actually went and made, well, I didn't because I was like free time for mom, but Craig and Stella went and made cider a couple weeks ago and it is delicious. So I love cider, but these are delightful. Have plenty of those. And then the last Homeworx one that I'm going to recommend could really be used again year round, but I think it's also a nice transitional type scent from summer into fall. The Banana Maple Pancakes. I just did an in-depth review of this. You're going to see it tomorrow, actually. I really enjoy this candle. I have many backups. I will burn this probably throughout September. For me, after September, I think I'm going to focus a little bit more on my more pumpkin type scents, because this I could see myself burning in the spring and summer again, and it's kind of a great year-round scent overall. But if you're not ready to give up maybe some of your summer scents, namely banana, try it in this format because it's a little bit more warm and cozy smelling than a lot of other banana scents. And it smells like you're making banana maple pancakes, which is delightful. Let's get into some BBW. Did I forget? Oh, you guys, I forgot one of my favorites from Scentsy. It fell into my legs here. Honey pear cider. Yeah, duh. Honey pear cider is exactly what you are getting here. I don't even need to find other words for it. It is juicy pear, honey, and a cider note. Ah, so good. So good. Also, this one's a powerhouse. All right, back to the candles. BBW, Cider Lane. Duh. Who doesn't recommend Cider Lane as a fall transitional scent? This is lovely. It has a really nice combination of apple and like a slight caramel type note. So this says warm caramel, Granny Smith apple, dark brown sugar, and ground clove. Really, truly, this is a Granny Smith apple. You smell that crisp green tart. Like it almost makes your mouth water type of note. The apple scents can be very distinct. And I think Granny Smith is one of those ones that is very, very distinct to my nose. This is lovely. This has never been my favorite Bath and Body Works candle. I know it is for a lot of you, but I enjoy this. I just don't think that I don't think it's their best necessarily. Now, if they would bring back Cider Donut, then we could talk. Do you guys remember Cider Donut? Ooh, I remember, how old was Stella? I think she was only like 1 or 2 when that came out. And oh gosh, I loved it. I remember burning it in the kitchen at our old house, and I was so sad when I finished it and I couldn't get any more because I didn't think to buy backups. Anyway, autumn. You guys, Bath and Body Works, what they do well are apple scents, I feel like. This one here has been a favorite for a number of years. It is delightful. It's very fresh, very crisp. So I feel like it makes a great transitional scent. The notes in apple are bright red gala apple, juicy fig, eucalyptus leaf, and fir balsam. You can get all of those things in here. I love that there's that little bit of balsam in here because it gives it that outdoor fresh type note, as does the eucalyptus. But it's not overpowering balsam, which the apple really shines in this, which is why I hate the label, but you can just turn it like this or put it in a candle sleeve. But yeah, this year's packaging. What is this? This belongs in some, like, this is bad art from like a beach vacation rental home. I say that very specifically because we have rented some beach houses and I'm pretty sure I've seen this print in there. Tachysaurus Rex. Pumpkin apple. Here's another great transitional scent. Now this does give you just a little hint of pumpkin in it, but it's mostly apple. And it's got some spice to it. Red delicious apple, fall pumpkin, fresh ground cinnamon, and clove buds. This is not a red hot cinnamon, but the clove is very evident in here as well, so you gotta like both. But it's mostly apple. It's very sweet. This is a sweeter one, so keep that in mind. A new recent fave is their fresh Honeycrisp apple. Delightful. Did a review of this last weekend. This is just very pure Honeycrisp apple. That's what this is. There is not much to say about this. It is sweet but not cloying. It is. If you went into your kitchen right now and cut open a Honeycrisp apple and stuck that in your nose holes, that's what this candle is. So you could do that. That might be cheaper than buying a candle. And you could enjoy some snacks. Kidding. Okay, leaves. Here's the thing. This is the spiciest recommendation that I'm going to make, but it is the typical epitome of BBW fall. So yeah, leaves is a great option as a transitional scent, I feel like. Again, it's got that apple base. She's also spicy. She is a spicy little lady, let me tell you. I've already burned this one. I can leave leaves lit for about an hour and a half, and then I want to claw at my brain cells because I feel like this is headache inducing for me. But I love the smell. I love it. But this is a migraine maker right here for me, so I have to be careful with it. But I do love that it just brings back memories of like back in the day. Leaves has been out at Bath & Body Works forever, and I've bought it for a number of years. Usually one will actually last me 2 seasons because since I can only leave it lit for about an hour, I can get halfway through it 1 year and then finish it the following year. So you never see me buy a bunch of backups of leaves because A, I know it's always going to come back, and B, when on earth am I ever going to finish one of these in a season? Maybe I'll do it this year. We'll see. But anyway, leaves is a classic. Again, crisp red apple, golden nectar. I don't know where they're getting their nectar from, but warm clove spice. Yeah, very spicy, very warm, lots of apple, and a lot of sweetness, a lot of cloying sweetness, but it is a nice scent. Okay, you guys, those are my suggestions for you. What are your fall transitional scents? Sort of your go-tos to like get into September and feel like there's a change for you in the season, at least coming up. Obviously, fall is going to start in a few weeks here, and I do admire those of you that wait for actual fall. I really admire you. I can't do it. I hate summer. It's my least favorite season, so I'm really excited to get it over with and to move on to other things. But yeah, let me know what you guys love to burn during that transition time. Leave me your comments down below. If you are new, please make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for tomorrow because I have 2 Homeworx candles reviews to share with you guys. There's 2 separate videos. You might only be interested in one or the other, but I thought I'd go ahead and put them out on the same day since everyone is in a buying frenzy from all of the new stuff that was released on QVC this week. And also the Pinecone Pedestal is back. I will be linking it down below for you. Get it. It's gonna sell. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna sell out and then you're gonna complain. I didn't get it. You need to buy it now because it's going to sell out. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday, and I look forward to reading your comments down below about your fall transitional scent suggestions. All right, have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.